Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. And today's last episode of Batman Beyond is Unmasked, which the DVD order did different. Technically, the series finale was Countdown, which was last episode's episode. Um, but this one, I guess it's fine as the last episode ish. It just kind of ends very abruptly. And it doesn't feel finale esque, honestly. Honestly, a good finale to the Batman animated series is probably Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. That's probably the best way to end it, I would say. Just to end it on a movie note, which it's weird because um, I kind of went along with like the series release, like movie wise, because it just like happens right after one of the Batman Beyond episodes. So anyway, at this point, I'm rambling. It's not that great of an episode. It's a fine episode, I will say, but weird one to end on. Like with the Batman the animated series, how they ended it with the judge. I mean, I guess technically the last episode was Mad Love, but for the DVD, ending it with the judge and having it Batman fighting a third personality of Two Face, that feels kind of like final stuff to me. But anyway, at this point, I'm rambling. Who the hell cares? Get to the meat and potatoes. So Terry, he's showing up to some kind of homecoming thing, and one of the jocks calls Terry Batman because Max said that we see that the school sees more Batman than they do Terry. So Terry's like, Max, what the fuck? Like, we don't even joke about that kind of stuff. Like, we don't want people putting two and two together here. And Max is like, what's the big deal? Wouldn't, like, your secret identity be getting out be a good thing? And Terry's like, no, fucking no. One time, it almost got a kid killed. And Max is like, pardon? And Terry's like, yeah, did you not see it? It was all over the news, all over the web. And Max is like, so he regales her with the story for when he like was first starting out as Batman. Um, there was this kid who was kind of a loner. All he really did was just play with his action figures all the time. And there was one he really liked. It was called like Commander Sam or something. Nothing like too extraordinary. He's like a GI Joe, basically. So he's going along to play by himself in this building when Batman is in pursuit of a group of Cobra people because they were like maybe doing like a bank heist or something. Doesn't really matter. Well, anyway, during their escape, they throw like a bomb or something at the building, which the kid is currently exploring. So Batman, he's in the middle of the chase, but he has to stop what he's doing to rescue the kid. And the kid, at this point, the building's like completely on fire, and Batman's like, "Kid, come over here." And the kid's like, "I don't know you. You look scary as shit." And Batman's like, "Screw it." So he takes off his mask, and he's like, "See, I'm just a regular guy. So please get in my arms. Let's get the fuck out of here." So come on, what are we doing here? So he saves the kid, and a reporter comes along. He's asking the kids questions, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Batman's great. He like let me see his face, and it was just so nice, and he's just an overall good guy." So meanwhile, back at the Cobra base, they're like, "All right, one of you little bastards did something to get Batman here." So they're interrogating people, and they have this machine that like displays your thoughts, which is so weird because they had that same kind of machine in Batman the Animated Series. So, man, it would have been just so cool if they would have just referenced Hugo Strange. I mean, it's the same exact thing. Like, you think it happens, or it shows it on the screen. So, they're interrogating this one guy, and it turned out he called his brother ahead of time to like get money out of the bank for safekeeping, and which is how Batman was able to trace the call. So they throw him into a pit of snakes, killing him instantly. Well, maybe not instantly, but killing him nonetheless. So they see the TV broadcast and they're like, holy shit, this kid knows Batman. We fucking hate Batman. Let's bring him in. So Terry, he's like keeping watch of the kid because Bruce's instructions were like, hey, he's got a target on his fucking back now because of you. So, why don't you protect him? And Terry, he brings up a good point. He's like, listen, I got a life. I got shit to do. I got Batman stuff to do. Like, I can't watch this fucking kid 24/7. And Bruce is like, all right. I'll make a call to Barbara and we'll see what we can do. So this is really shitty. He's like following the kid and his like piano instructor. She's like leading him home, and they're at his block, and she's like, "All right, see ya." And the kid's got like fucking 10 houses to get to his house, and she just like goes off like it's nothing. I'm like, lady, I would understand if this was like a small town where like good old Andy Griffith lives, Mayberry. But this is fucking Neo Gotham. You have Jokers, you have Blight, you have Ink, you have fucking everything else in Neo Gotham, and you're just gonna be like, see ya. Like, no, you are and the fact that like it's probably well known that kid knew who Batman was. He probably didn't stop talking about it. And you're just like, yeah, he probably has a target on his back. I'm not wasting that on me. Bye-bye. Shitty teacher. Either that or very ignorant. So, of course, some Cobra Yahoos, they try to kidnap the kid. And Batman, he's right there at the time, so he's able to stop them. And some police officers come. And they're like, Batman, oh, thank God you showed up. Anyway, we're here to take care of the kid. You're free to go. So Batman's like, okay, fantastic. So Bruce and Terry get to talking, and Terry's like, oh, yeah, finally the cops showed up, so they have the kid now. And Bruce is like, oh, Terry, this is awkward. I wasn't able to get a hold of Barbara. So, yeah, you just handed that kid over to terrorists. And Terry's like, fuck! So then he's like, it's okay. We'll just track the car. It's probably a real cop car that they stole. So he checked the bat footage. From the Batmobile, the bat footage. God, I sound like I'm from the 1960s. So they trace the car back to a location, and Batman tails that car, leading him to where the kid is being interrogated. So the kid, he's like being a little more difficult because on the screen everything's like all fuzzy and whatnot because the kid can't really concentrate. So like the lead bad guy, he puts his action figure in his hand to like calm him down. He's like, come on, just focus really hard. Just think who you see. And he finally does. And they're like, oh yeah, let's go. So Batman shows up and kicks everybody's ass. And he's down to like the last guy. And he's like, listen, Batman, you don't understand. I sent your photo to all of Cobra. We all know what you look like. You're fucked either way. And then the guy commits suicide and jumps into the fucking snake pit. And you're like, Jesus Christ. Like, that poor kid literally saw a man kill himself. And he's like fucking 8 or 9 years old. I'm like, God damn. Like, that is fucking brutal. And the fact that they actually, well, I mean, they didn't show him get killed, but they showed him literally jumping into a pit filled with venomous snakes that is known for, like, fucking killing them. So it's just like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, it turns out the kid, when he imagined Batman's face on the screen, it was like the face of his action figure. So I guess in like the heat of the moment when he saw Batman for the first time, he just thought of him as just this like absolute hero, which he kind of is, but Terry also, he like was saying how it was smoky and it all happened so fast the kid probably didn't even get a good look at him. And Max is like, well, how the hell do you know that? And they're passing by this like soccer field, and the kid like kicks over a soccer ball and Terry kicks it back, and he's like, see that kid? That's the kid who I saved. I come by here a couple times a week just to check on him, and he doesn't recognize me. And they walk off, and the kid smiles, kind of indicating that he does recognize him. And then the episode ends, which it's just like, man, that's kind of a weak sauce ending to pick for your last episode. And I'm not really sure how I would have ended the series, because the Zeta one was technically the last, but that was also just okay. I mean, honestly, the best thing would have been is just end it with the movie because you have the Joker coming back. Um, but I don't know. Overall thoughts on the series, um, really good. Terry McGinnis is a amazing Batman, and I will not stand otherwise to hear any such arguments. I much prefer him over Dick Grayson being Batman. I love Dick Grayson going off to be his own thing as Nightwing. I think that role is amazing for him. Him like just going off in his own, becoming his own man. That fits. That really fits. Dick Grayson. I love Dick Grayson as Nightwing. I also love him as Robin, but I do love him more as Nightwing. And Terry McGinnis, he just like felt so refreshing as Batman. Like he's just this punk that wanted to do good, you know. Um, but yeah, him and Bruce, they both had a. Oh yeah, back to the episode. I'm gonna rate this episode, and then I'm gonna rate the series. That episode, very mid. Probably wasn't terrible. So I'm nixing out 3 to 1, nixing out 6 and 7. So I'm between 4 and 5. It was just mid, so 4. A 4 episode. But yeah, series wise, I'm gonna rate this. It is a shorter series, so it is kind of harder to really get into. Man, I do wish though they would have made Blight more of a bad guy. He was such a good villain, such a good villain. I love seeing him so much. Um, and all the times they connected like Batman the Animated Series stuff up with this felt really fun. Like the Mr. Freeze episode, the Bane episode, the Joker movie. Like it all felt. Oh yeah, Ra's al Ghul. It all felt like organic. Like it didn't really feel like shoehorned in. It felt like a good continuation. Hate Dana though. Fucking hate Dana. Glad we didn't see her ass in this episode. She was mentioned, but fine. Dana truly was a character that pissed me off because all she was there for was to look good, be supportive, or be disappointed in Terry, and that was it. Max though, Max felt like Endgame, and I don't know why their relationship was not explored more. It really felt like Endgame, and it felt like wasted potential. So, those are my two biggest uh, things, like lack of blight and lack of Max Terry combo. But I mean, still really good stuff. His threats were way more than Batman, like Bruce Wayne Batman ever fought. Argue with a wall. I mean, I will still take every single character from the animated series Rogues Gallery against every single character, excluding the animated series characters from it to like even give them less numbers, and I'm still taking Batman Beyond Rogues Gallery winning that fight. I mean, it's not even a contest, not even. Um, but yeah, still good stuff. Still a lot of good stuff. Action was really good. Kevin Conroy returning as like a grizzled old Bruce Wayne felt so good. Um, yeah, good stuff. It didn't like where it felt like a continuation. It didn't feel like it was like Easter eggs and cameos galore. Like nothing felt very forced, which really helps it a lot. Rating what? Oh man, lack of Dick Grayson though. Also, what a fucking letdown. Not one single bit of Dick Grayson, the entirety of it. Not what like we got a mention of him, but not one appearance. Come on, what a letdown that is. Yeah, I'm all over the place here. So rating wise, I'll probably give that. It's not a 7 out of 7. It's not a 4 out of 7. So I'm between 5 and 6. Do I rate it a little above average or a little below excellent? I am struggling here, but I do think I will have to give the show a 5 out of 7. Definitely above average though. Definitely worth seeing. Um, But yeah, so that's going to conclude it for Batman Beyond, except for one little sneaking episode that just like kind of crept in, which I have thoughts on. So we'll get into that tomorrow. So here's the pretty much finale of Batman Beyond with something else tomorrow. Bye bye.